Welcome everybody. Y'all ready for this? The Hustle. My name is Steve Armopoulos, and these are my co-hosts.
I'm Talia.
And I'm Tech Luciano. You may have heard me on radio, you may have never heard of me at all, but that's okay.
Cause y'all gon' learn today.
Your whole life was a struggle, had to make it out the jungle. This is a show for you. Welcome to the hustle. Under pressure, never break a fold. Keep chasing your goals until you blow. Now, welcome to the hustle.
Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Hustle Podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 70, I believe.
You always look at me. I don't know. Is that what it is?
I think it's episode 70.
Episode 70.
So we got a very special guest in the building. We got Caden in the back. We got our man, Chris Schvelli. We got Yush in the building, too?
It's Yash, but he's here. Yes. What's up, Yash?
We got Yash in the building, and unfortunately, we don't have Talia in the building. So we're going to have to do what we usually do.
What are you gonna
Start
do?
without Talia, because she's not here.
That's a fact.
And the very special guest. We got Veronna. And that sounded like Talia.
Sounds like her to me.
I just heard Talia, but we're going to keep going.
Oh, yeah.
I knew I smelled
there's
something.
a voice.
So we have Veronna in the building.
Hi.
Talented singer, vocal coach at Express Voice Studio, and much, much more, I believe.
Yeah.
We're going to delve into that, and you're going to tell us
right.
everything we need to know.
Thanks for having me.
It's been a pleasure.
Really-
It is a pleasure. You've been messaging us for a while. We've been going back and forth trying to set up this interview. And the stars have finally aligned.
Yeah.
It's all
And you're
Steve's
here.
fault. It's all Steve's fault.
It's always my
No,
fault.
it's fine.
No, it's 100% his fault.
We're busy people.
Busy people, you know.
Ooh.
Nice of you to join
Another
us, Dick
star.
Licker. What's up? How are you?
Sorry, just finished work. Like,
So did I.
yeah,
Like my clothes?
I finished at 6, so
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
I
it's
did-
hard to be here at 6.
I did tell them that. So, whatever, I'll take the heat.
OnlyFans is a hard schedule, huh?
Yeah, dickhead. All right.
It's nice to see you too.
No, it's not. Happy New Year. I haven't seen you guys since last year.
Happy
Is
New Year,
that
yeah.
actually-
it's been a
is
while.
that true?
Right?
Yeah, it's been a minute.
whole year.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Nice
Okay.
to meet you, but Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy
Yeah.
New Year. Yeah.
That's the first.
All right, go on. I'm sorry.
So, no, you have to apologize to our guest over here.
I
You came late.
apologize. I'm sorry. I did not come late. I told you I finished work
We've been
at
waiting
6.
here for 30 minutes. We kept saying over and over again, should we start? Should we wait? Should we start? Should we wait?
I feel like you're exaggerating.
I got here at like 4
You're
Un poquito,
literally
yeah.
We
worse
got here
than
at
a
4
woman.
o'clock, this guy.
Why would you be here that early?
because I like to be early. It's called being responsible.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna take this shit anymore
Don't take it,
because
just-
we said 6, and I told them I finished work
All right,
at
we
6.
have a hot chip for you to try.
No, that's not happening. I'm good. I did
Okay,
the
let's
gummies.
get serious.
Yeah, go
All
ahead,
right.
Steve. I'm sorry. I have ADHD, okay? I'm sorry. I
We got
apologize.
Veronna in
No,
the
that
building.
makes it interesting.
Okay, good. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
I agree.
Veronna, let's tell the people a little bit about yourself.
All right. Who am I? All right. So I'm from Montreal. I am, as you can hear by my accent, I'm French Canadian. But I think I'm fluid in English. I think.
I thought I heard a little bit of Mexican there.
Oh, Mexican. Yeah, I'm just back from Mexico. That's true. But I don't think I pick up the Spanish that much. So yeah, I've been singing my whole life. I've been studying like the perfect little road. Piano as a child, and then musical theory, ear training, all this stuff, child and then teenager. And it's like, I want to do music. I want to know everything about music. Not just I want to be a singer, but like I want to know everything about music. I want to be a musician. So that was really clear in my mind at like 8 years old. So that's what I've been doing, and I'm teaching since I'm 14 years old. I've been teaching musical theory at the music school I was going, and then I just got singing students while I was studying singing. So it just never stopped. And then after my studies, I went on tour with bands, like cover bands. It was nice. I did like my dream when I was a child. I was like, I want to become an international singer. So that dream came true around like when I was 20 years old, because I was, but it was not with my songs, you know. I was an international singer.
But
I was
still,
singing in Asia and then after Las Vegas, San Francisco, and New York, but it was never with my original songs. But still, it's nice. It was really nice. I've been very lucky.
That's what we call a humble flex, ladies and gentlemen. She's flexing, but it was humble.
No, but I mean, like, if you're good at what you do, it's not that hard to get those gigs. It looks hard, but it's not that hard. You just need to be a professional musician. I don't know how to say that.
I feel like it's a little bit harder than
Yeah.
you're letting on, to be honest with
I
you.
feel like you need to know a guy to know a guy, you know?
No, you just need to pass the audition and then being able to
You
sing
need
the
a hustle.
songs.
You need to grind.
You need to hustle. Yeah,
you
but
gotta go out there.
exactly. But I think I've been hustling since I'm 8 years old. Like my students, I tell them, I've been practicing every freaking day, 1 to 2 hours each day since I'm 8 years old. So
Yeah,
don't tell me you don't have time to practice, you know? so, I mean, I think, but for me, it was natural. It was like a hobby, a therapy, but still it's a lot of work. And so that's what I've been doing. And now I released my album a year before COVID. So I've been like kind of unlucky with that. I didn't have any strategy except like trying to find, once my album was out, I got my branding, my songs, the show was ready, the band was ready, we were all ready to go on tour. Like, okay, now let's try to find a booker. Found a booker. Oh, nice, we're gonna go on tour in Europe in 2020. Oh shit. You know what happened.
Yeah, that's wild. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then, I moved on from that album. I just wrote new songs. And
So how did you rebound from that? Because obviously, like, right, you have this goal in your head,
Yeah.
or at least this itinerary in your head, like, I'm going to go on tour, I'm going to promote the album.
Yeah.
Then it doesn't happen. So obviously, you know, that's kind of a little shot in the heart a little bit. How'd you rebound from that?
Well, first, I got depression.
Makes sense.
Yeah, in 2020. So I was but I've been very lucky in a way that because my side job was teaching, I just got into online singing classes.
Yeah, smart.
And I was doing 30, 40 hours of teaching one-on-one students, like full-time. I had like my full-time job.
Wow.
With just one-on-one students. So I've been lucky. I was staying in my field, kind of forgetting that I couldn't do my real job.
Right.
Well, that's not a real job. It's my second one. So that was hard. And then I don't know. I just like 2021. I got that weird contract. It was so weird. Okay, I got a contract from an app that is trying to beat TikTok, but they never will. But it was fun. It's called Bigo Live.
Oh,
Have
yeah,
you
I
heard
got
of it?
one of those too.
Yeah,
They all hit you up. Oh, come on live and get,
Yeah.
we'll put you on our main page, and then like they expect you to do some
feel like it was,
sexual
like,
ass shit, and you're like,
Oh,
Vietnamese
no, me. They
spyware,
were
bro.
like, you can do whatever. Yeah, you can teach things.
They
you can
say
sing.
do whatever, but if you actually look at the news feed, it's all like girls like half naked, and those are the top streaming.
But it's like, how can I
I
say?
think that's every social
That's
media.
what I was
Exactly.
Thank
When
you.
you arrive on
Thank you.
TikTok and the algorithm doesn't know you, it's just sexy girls. Like at first, it was the same for Bigo, but then the algorithm kind of knows what you like. So I was seeing like other people sing and like other musicians, but they were paying me actually. I got like a gig for 3 months just to be paid to, I don't know.
you have to stream for like a certain amount of hours. a
Exactly.
week.
Yeah. Like 50 hours a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
but that was nice because we were in lockdown. You remember that life?
I fucking loved it.
Oh yeah,
Speak
all
for
I
yourself.
did
I
was
still have
eat.
to
It was
fucking
tremendous.
work.
Yeah.
You should have seen him at the beginning.
I look like a fucking bulldozer when locked down under. That's a fact.
I was working overtime during
yeah.
that.
Oh
Fuck.
god. So I was doing like karaoke concerts, like at home, on that app.
Your neighbors must have
Kind of
thought you were
saved
crazy.
me, but it saved me. Like I was like, wow, live streaming can actually be a job. That's very nice. I mean, it was 2021, so I had 1 year of like, okay, we're not out of that shit, you know? And then after the 3 months, I didn't continue like I could have, but no. So I switched live streaming on Instagram, and on Instagram, I don't know if you know about that, but the SOCAN, like when you live stream with your original songs and you have enough views, you can get paid.
Oh wow.
And
Yeah.
I got like really good royalties from that. So I'm like, oh, okay, they arrive 6 months or 9 months later, so don't count on that.
Well, I
to
mean, when you
eat.
say like really good royalties, are we talking about
Couple
like
thousands.
okay, couple thousand? Okay, so
Wait, what?
that's more like. You know what I'm saying?
See,
That's-
that's a good.
Maybe
There you go.
Tip right there.
She's raising the stakes, ladies and gentlemen. You
That's
saw
a
that?
good tip for the artist out there.
No, but I talk about that because they just installed it during COVID and they didn't remove it. So I'm trying to.
Guys, you hear that?
You should
Start
do it.
fucking
You should-
performing on
yeah.
Instagram Live. Get paid for it.
No, but you need like a good 30 minutes of original music. and 100% of royalties. So if you didn't write the music or whatever, you're gonna split. Like they have a certain amount. Yeah. I'm not gonna say how much because
do you need a specific viewership? Like
and you need to reach some views, but you have like it doesn't need to be live. Like sometimes live, I was live streaming at weird hours. So 10 people are connected, but then I get like couple thousand views, so it was fine. Like you need to reach 1,000 views in 3 months, and then you get.
I mean, if you can't do that, it's
know this? How do they report this? How do they see?
But you need to fill a form and all of that. So send screenshots. Like you send the link, the screenshots, and you have to promote it. But I was sometimes promoting it like 10 minutes before going. I was doing a little poster on Canva, like, showtime on Instagram at 8 p.m. Okay, it's in 10 minutes. I'm here.
So if we can...
so that was nice.
If we can describe the music for the listeners and the viewers out there, what's the genre? What do you
I would say pop with a jazz vibe underneath. And also, like, as a child, I had a classical background, but I've always listened to pop. And then I did my later studies in jazz singing. So I have kind of those two worlds inside of me that cohabits. But I think it's pop. Like, it's really catchy melodies and stuff like that. Sometimes it's going to be a ballad. Sometimes it's going to be a puchi puchi or... puchi puchi. But yeah, it's like really mainstream, I would say.
Well, if you want to reach the masses, you got to make those pop songs, right?
Yeah, but I mean that's what comes naturally. That's what I could go more jazz, but when I do, it doesn't reach as much. It reaches me, but
not
yeah,
for everyone.
So has it always been an easy road? Has there been obstacles along the way?
It looks easy. Yeah, it doesn't look. It is not easy.
You gotta tell the people that. Like,
no. It's not easy. Like, I mean, when I released my album, first, it cost a lot of money. Like, I didn't buy beats on YouTube or whatever. I actually hired musicians, like they are real musicians, because that's my background. Like, I also studied in songwriting and orchestration. Is that how you say that? So in my mind, I was not prepared to go all the
so no box beats. It was like all compositions, original compositions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I was coming to my producer. I have my song, I have my chords, I play it piano and vocals because that's my instrument. And then he was like just putting in the computer and everything, and I was like, I hear like big drums, I want like toms, like, so I knew what to tell him to do because I
just sauced it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Makes sense.
Exactly. So yeah, it cost a lot, and then you try to reach labels here, and because it was in English and I'm a French Canadian, they turn you down.
Yep.
So yeah, because I wrote it in English because at the time when I wrote the songs, I was touring with bands and I was singing only in English. So my artistic mind was in English. Like the rhymes were coming in English, not in French. Even if it's my mother tongue, it was not coming. So yeah, it's been rough. So I had to go to the UK to find a booker over there. That's a lot of money too. I spent like a month in the UK doing connections and all that to finally get the booker, come back here. And he was the booker of a Canadian artist who used to sing in the Alegria, Cirque du Soleil, and now she's over there in Europe. And she like my first album was not pop; it was more indie rock, kind of Florence and the Machine vibe. So really more dark and emotional. I was in my emotions.
You wear really black lipstick on the cover, I feel like.
No. Like my first single is called Queen. It's about like woman empowerment and like, so it was really, but there were no love songs. It was just like about how to overcome anxiety, how to remove toxic people, how to remove, like, it was a lot of like,
bad bitch status.
Yeah, but like, let's say that. But in the like, pop orchestral way. Like I had the choir and then the organ,
awesome,
and then I had sometimes 3 drummers playing in the same room at the same time.
That's crazy.
On 2-3 songs. And so I'm still really proud of that album. But I think it costs too much. Like even going on tour for that album would cost a little too much as my first. So during the pandemic, what was nice is because I was alone. Yeah, the live streams were nice, but I've rediscovered my old software, Ableton, that I learned in college.
Wow, Ableton.
I was like, ooh, and I had like Ableton 9. That's an old one. And so I kind of started making my own productions, all of that. And now I just love it. It's like I can produce some, like I actually can produce beats. I'm not as good as producing beats as I am as a singer because I haven't been doing that so long. But it's really fun and it makes you like gain so much confidence that you can actually create even when the world is like
for sure.
It's
Ableton's actually dope too. Like people shit on Ableton, but
Ableton's so confusing. I opened it once and I was like,
11 is awesome.
Really, it's just like it's the great workflow in like Pro Tools and Cubase is like left to right, and like Ableton is right to left. That's like the only difference. That's not the only difference, but it's one of the differences.
I don't know what you mean right to left.
Like okay, so if you open up like a Pro Tools session, right? Like for me, like all the tracks and stuff like that, your recording buttons are all on the left. And in Ableton,
that's true.
Everything's like on the right. So like as soon as I opened it, I was like, what the fuck is happening right now? Okay. But then once you get over it,
it's the same as in Logic. So I think Logic and Ableton.
I hate Logic.
Oh, okay. Well,
fuck off.
I was renting before COVID. I was renting a studio at one of my friends. I don't know if you know him. His studio is called Flyaway Media. So Jake. Anyways, I was renting.
I feel like I've heard of that.
He's
heard of a Jake?
Doing Zach Zoya.
Okay, yeah, that's where I heard it.
Where is it located?
Before he was located in the Show Media studio. Mm-hmm. So I was like renting the hours he wasn't there. So we were cool luck. Roommates of studios. Yeah.
This is where I dropped the bomb on you. We actually met before. I actually came to the studio. We were supposed to shoot a video for you.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Sorry. That's so true. Oh shit.
So the video, I don't know if you remember, it was supposed to be at the...
In 2019?
2019.
But you know what happened in 2019?
You're going to tell us about it.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you. Oh my God, that's so true. Let's do it.
Steve doesn't forget.
Yeah, see? I'm like the elephant that never forgets.
No, that's nice.
So I met you with Lambros. Yeah. We were talking about doing a video. The concept was about like a shady manager or
it was about to be great. Like 2019.
Yeah, we had a great concept.
It was awesome. I just released my album. I got the booker. We got the concept.
Bar. We were gonna
bootlegger. Yeah.
That's where we were gonna shoot it.
Oh yeah, stuff where
And then we got a phone call out of the blue that you can't do the video anymore.
Yeah.
And you're gonna explain why.
Yeah. Well, I had to cancel my whole summer of shows. I suffered from insomnia.
Crazy.
Yeah. Because things were going so well. Like I was driving on adrenaline. Like my dream was coming true. We got the album, I got the booker, I got the music video. Everybody was like full on into the project. So I was like sleeping less and less hours. And when you're a woman, we need more hours than guys. Mm-hmm. And like my boyfriend at the time, he was not sleeping a lot and he was really good with that. He was telling me, why do you need to sleep? Like, well, you need to sleep that much. Just sleep less and work more. That was his mindset. So I was trying to go with his mindset for weeks and weeks. So then I just passed out after a show. Yeah. And they needed to send me to the hospital. So I finished my show. I don't know if we think I might have been drugged after a show, but we're not sure. It's just because I drank something and I passed out right after. So it might be that. Because it was a show, and there was a bar, and fans were a little creepy after the show. Mm-hmm. So it might be that mixed to the fact that I was doing insomnia from
no sleep.
So no sleep deprived. So I was only working on my adrenaline, and I was getting thinner. I was so thin. I miss that. But I was not healthy. So thin doesn't always mean healthy, girls. Okay.
Yes, facts.
Yes,
I'm like 30 pounds heavier right now, but I'm so healthy. But so that's what happened.
See, look, that's crazy situation.
So I've been at a hospital and I was not able to sleep even so they try, and I don't do any medication. I don't even take a Tylenol or Advil. Okay, I don't do anything like my vitamin C and B complex, and that's it. So nothing was like, they tried chemicals on me and it did the opposite effects. I had like weird reactions. So like we finally got like a vitamin. By the way, if you're doing insomnia, it's a part of a protein, acid amine. How do we say that?
I don't know.
You know, you have the protein and what the molecules that makes
amino acids.
Yeah, exactly. So it's one amino acid. It's always like the word is almost exactly the same as French. I'm like, when is it?
Yeah.
Amino acid. Yeah.
You saved it. I was about to tell her, this is the Hustle Podcast.
Yeah.
We ain't that smart.
Well, I'm saying it because I know a lot of people who suffer from insomnia, and it can get really freaking like hard because it destroyed half of my year, and then COVID. So it's like,
that's a shitty combination.
yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
It
it
is.
it's like a 6 months of like, okay, well, we could have been back at it like right after, but no,
Look,
because everything closed.
when we met you back
tryptophan,
then,
whatever.
when we met you back then, what I saw was a hardworking, driven artist that you had all your ideas already mapped out. We brainstormed more ideas, but
Yeah.
you knew what you wanted. You were ready 100%. And explaining what you're explaining to me now, it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because you were like on 100. You were going 100 miles an hour on everything.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, like, just like when you have that experience, and that you said that maybe you got drugged at a show, it could also be that your body was saying, like, I just had
passed
enough
out.
right
Yeah.
now.
Well, we've dealt with that firsthand at our show.
Actually, at our last show, we had the DJ. The same thing. He was working the whole week, barely slept at all, and he passed out at one
During
point
the show.
And he finished the show at the end. So he
Soldier.
got back into it.
Soldier.
Yeah. I remember like the show, I was it's like if I was drunk. So I was doing but I don't drink. So it's like, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything. So I was like, but I remember I was like really, like kind of drunk. I finished it. And then, I passed out, and so I needed to, so I just didn't do any technology. I didn't even take my phone for months.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And we rented like a cottage so I could just sleep.
Yeah.
So I was really lucky. Like my family and friends of my family, like they really helped me. Like when my mom needed to go to work, like friends of our family were just there to help me kind of supervise that I was actually, did she eat? Because I was forgetting to eat. I was forgetting to sleep. I was forgetting whatever. Like just, it didn't take too long, like maybe 3 weeks to recover. But then I just took it like really slow after that.
But that brings up a good point though. And it's not only in music and entertainment, but any sort of like avenue that you want to go down in life. I feel like it's super important to have a really good support system around you. And clearly like you had that with all the people that were willing to come around you and kind of nurse you back to health. It's just super important. It speaks to like building a real team, a real foundation, whether it's family,
I wish
friends,
I didn't go until that
No,
point.
I mean, of course, hindsight is 20/20, but it's at least when it did happen, you had people
at
around
least,
you that, that were
for
willing
sure.
to help. Because for a lot of people, like, it's just kind of like, well, you're tired, bro. Get your shit together. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the unfortunate reality for a lot of people,
And unplugging for a couple of months, like from the Matrix, so to say.
That must have felt great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, it really helped. But then, oh my God, my algorithm on Instagram, my reach, so hard. I'm still suffering. Like,
For sure.
Yeah, my number is high, but nobody's seeing my post. Like, it's crazy.
Welcome
when
to
you
my
don't
life.
post, the like shadow ban you. It's true.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, all my work. But health is more important.
100%.
Starting from the bottom, climbing all the way back to the top.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, like, I was complaining about COVID, but at the same time, I think it was a blessing. I needed more than just a few months.
Yeah.
I think I needed 2
for sure.
years.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like that 2 years that they gave us,
Yeah.
The powers that be, you know what I mean, locking us up in our homes. It did me good.
Don't start.
Yeah.
It did me good. I actually handled a bunch of shit, and so many things got off the ground. We wouldn't be at this podcast if it wasn't for the pandemic. So
Facts.
thank you,
Crazy,
COVID-19.
yeah?
I love you.
Yeah.
Steve took his government money and did a bunch of illegal shit. That's what happened.
But yeah, so it was oh my god, we should do that.
Okay, it's not that
Music
funny.
video.
Tech.
It's pretty funny. You're just hating on my jokes, but it's all right. I love you
hate
still.
on your jokes.
I know. It's our dynamic.
Also, like, let's say when you also mentioned that something your drink could have been drugged. That's a scary thing that's happening a lot these days,
Yeah.
especially recently. Like I've been hearing a lot of like roofies making a comeback. A lot of
What? That's a t-shirt. That's the next t-shirt right there.
That was
Roofie, what is that?
that's the stuff that they put in the drink.
Oh, okay. Woof. Yeah, I don't know drugs. I don't know anything about that.
I've been hearing a lot late. Like I've been seeing it on the news and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
that's true.
Because I have not heard of this.
I did not hear this
yeah, I
either.
heard that.
It's a Steve thing.
I
Steve,
guess 'cause there's a lot
only
more,
Steve hears these
That's
things.
that's that Greek news, bro.
No, but I hear it and
he's been in
I
Cuba.
heard like how girls we can like buy little things to
GHB.
put on our drink to
Yeah, it's like
little
protect it.
the
Yeah,
coasters.
little
Condoms.
Yeah, coasters
Yeah.
for the top of it.
You know what though? There's so many more factors for women to think of than men. Like we don't have you ever worried about your drink being drugged ever in your life?
in Colombia, yes.
Well,
Actually, I've had an ex-boyfriend that got like drugged.
really?
Yeah.
That shit ain't never happened to me, but you would need a lot. I can, you know,
It was fucking, he got arrested that night. He got drugged on I don't know what, and then he like started losing his shit, and the cops came and like he got arrested. It was crazy.
You should have just gave him a little bump. He'd have been all right.
I don't do that. I didn't have that on me.
She's with that nose. You don't do no bumps.
I've never done cocaine.
Come on, Tals, man.
I don't need it.
Stop lying to the people, man.
Coffee's enough.
Just because you brought that up, like
What? No.
you went completely crazy. Totally off topic.
Oh God.
But what happened the other day in Laval with the?
Oh, shit.
Oh,
man, we
stop.
got- yeah.
No,
That's-
let's not,
that's
please.
But did you hear the bus driver
God
got
naked.
naked.
got naked?
That's
Got off
fucked
the
up.
bus, got completely naked, and they had to like fucking tackle the guy down and like beat the shit out of him.
Oh, stop, please.
Yeah, no, it was very sad to hear what happened with the kids.
That's
Like,
fucked.
Yeah. Well, this podcast just took a turn for the worse.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
my
Like,
God.
why'd you have
Sorry,
to go
I-
there?
You're the one that brought it up.
I didn't know. Why did I bring it up?
Definitely wasn't Talia.
How did
No,
I
it's
bring
my
it up?
fault because my story is so dark.
No, it's definitely not your fault. It's all Steve. And it's very rare that I put up for Talia, so it's all your fault this time.
Fuck you, Steve.
All I'm saying is like you don't know. Maybe this guy took some substance that day and went completely off the fucking rails because it doesn't sound like something that he just woke up, got on the bus, and said, "You know what? I'm gonna drive down to the daycare."
No, because
and
he
run
was
into
he
it."
was working there, so
Yeah.
he was a
The other, like, they,
He's a bus driver.
Yeah.
he was
they-
an
they
official
actually-
bus driver.
they interviewed some
He was a
STM bus
driver
drivers.
for the
RTL,
Yeah.
for the
STL.
daycare. No, I'm talking about.
no,
I
not
know
the
he was a
daycare.
bus driver.
Yeah, no, but I know it's. I mean, it's not a random guy who took a bus, you know, and just stole it. And
But I'm saying
could
he
have been.
didn't wake up that
No, it's
morning
hard
saying,
to
"I'm
drive a
going
bus."
to work to drive into a daycare."
Well,
and then
maybe
get
he did. I mean,
completely
that's the
naked.
thing.
We
We're
don't
totally
know.
the
speculating.
naked part
The
is
naked part
really weird.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously the guy is suffering from a psychotic break. I mean, that's just like,
Yeah.
you know, the psychology 101. But then like, we don't know what was going on in this guy's life for to cause him to do that as well. You know, he could have been just completely out of his mind. Obviously he was,
No, yeah.
right? But like, I don't even want to speculate because it's such a sensitive topic and there's, you know, there's families grieving that that's the kind of worms, honestly, I'm not even willing to touch as a father.
that's fucked
I'm good.
up.
I'm bowing out of this one.
Okay, so moving on.
Please.
Thank you.
Moving on. Where were we?
I'm not sure.
We couldn't do
Colombia?
our music video because I got my freaking burnout of insomnia and then maybe
So, yeah.
drug whatever.
You unplugged for a while. You re-energized your battery.
Yeah.
When was the point that you said, I need to get back? Like, okay, you saw the algorithm was totally out of whack now. But when was that point that you're like, I'm ready to start making music again? I feel like I'm 100%. I feel like all the pieces to the puzzle are here and I'm ready to.
It was at
Complete
I would say fall 2020.
Mhm.
So of course, the guy I was with broke up with me when I had my burnout, of course.
Damn.
That
Dick.
wasn't support.
Damn.
Fuck you.
4-year relationship.
Not
yay.
cool, man.
So it was even harder.
No
you know?
kidding.
Because I mean we made the album together. He was the producer.
Yeah, he was a producer. I forgot about that.
So it was our baby. He was the guitar player,
Right,
the music
and then
director.
to have to go promote it afterwards is like, it's every time you look at it, you think of like that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, it's really,
That's rough.
it's really rough. Yeah.
That's rough.
Yeah.
So, I didn't sing for a year. My voice, I was just teaching, singing, but I wasn't able to sing. So I went on. That's a funny story. Okay, we're gonna change the mood.
Let's cheer it up, guys.
Let's cheer it up. Exactly.
Okay, I feel like she's gonna be like, I went on Tinder and I met
That's it.
another producer.
No, I'm done with
With a
freaking
giant
music
hog?
producer.
No.
Don't date an artist, okay?
Yeah, don't date a
Every
musician.
artist is like fucked up and emotionally unavailable. Don't date an
Yeah,
artist.
and
Except for you, babe.
workaholic.
Babe, it's okay. You can date me, babe. I love you, baby.
But yeah, so I went on Tinder. That's really it. So I just started dating, but everything was closed. So it was weird dates, like walking in the park dates.
Romantic.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
How many times can you walk in a park? You know what I mean?
Hey, parks are free, motherfucker. I'll do it as many goddamn times as you want. Some shit.
And I live in front of the most beautiful park, so it was easy. I was just the dates were just in front of my
Don't name
apartment.
the park. Our fans are creepy as fuck.
I know.
Yeah,
I
trust.
won't.
Don't name
But
the
it's the
park.
most beautiful park on the outline of Montreal. Okay.
Stay off Google, Steve.
So yeah, it really like for each guy I wrote a song.
Oh shit! So
As you
you
should.
and your Taylor Swift band.
As you should.
But I never wrote love songs, and it was
It was always
all
like, fuck
flirty.
you, I don't need you.
No,
She pulled it down
Yeah,
and
that was
grabbed it.
me.
before,
In
yeah.
my opinion, when I was single and dating, it was always like, oh, fuck this guy.
Oh no, it was it was good. They were all nice. I mean, nothing happened before a few guys, but it was great guys. I think I got a good radar. So if you need help for your Tinder, I can swipe for you, girl.
Made a country song called "He's Got a Small Dick." It's number one on iTunes.
No, but really, like it didn't click. But that didn't mean like it might have clicked for like 2 weeks, and then okay, finally no. But just enough time so that I can write a nice song.
Okay, another question though about that. Did you write it while you were like going out with them? And then maybe they got creeped out. They're like, oh, she just fucking wrote
No,
a
they
song
don't. They
about
don't
me.
know about it.
They don't know
They
about
do
it.
now.
I mean,
It's just the last one that my boyfriend right now. So the last song I wrote in that period was for him, and
What's
then
the title?
You're Everything.
You're everything. Okay, I thought you were like titling him Bradley.
so all
name
the
is
dates of every date she went on with them. 0222.
That's that date.
No, but I don't think it was. I'm saying it's like for each guy, but I just think it was putting me in a vibe,
Yeah.
like a romantic vibe. I was feeling like loved again, or I don't know.
I was getting
Like-
the creative juices flowing.
Yeah, exactly. And I gained a lot of weight during the pandemic, so it was kind of hard on my confidence. I gained like 40 pounds in 3 months because I needed to rest, and I was really underweight. So anyway, so it was nice that even with my heavier body, guys found me attractive. So I was like, oh, nice. Okay, cool. So anyway, so I wrote a few songs, and I released them last year. So last year I had a post-COVID project because I was testing them during my live streams. Follow my story there in 2021, testing the Tinder songs on Bigo, and then on Instagram. And then my fans were like, where are these songs? They're not on your album. That's so different from what you were doing. Like, yeah. Okay, so I'll just release them once a month. During 2022. So that's what I did last year. I just produced them myself and then released them once a month
Nice.
for the whole year. So that was a nice project. And then, yeah, that's it. This year, I'm not releasing that much. I think I'll prepare another album,
So
another project.
What's the main focus now? Are you like focusing more on like, you're just going back to the music whenever you feel like you have something for it? Focusing more on the teaching, or
No, I'm really like I'm back at it.
okay, you're back at it.
Yeah, with the energy of 2019, but with the knowledge that I have to take care of my health.
More strategic with the
Yeah.
plan.
So like I'm super focused. but it's more planned. And last year, because I was releasing singles every month, I tested a few techniques, like a few promoters, a few like how to get on Spotify playlist, does his this guy can promote my song? No, he's not really good. Okay, does that website is good? No. Okay, that one. Oh yeah, it worked. Okay, did great stats. Oh no. So now I have like I tested a bunch of stuff during the year. So now like I released one song in January called "The Best Is Yet to Come," and it was I wrote it all by myself, but then I sent it to one of my college friends that she's now a DJ, so Lady Black Ice, and she produced the beat. So it was a really nice collaboration. So I want to do more of that. I want to do more collaboration with artists from Montreal or nearby. And but also I'd like to do a collaboration with artists overseas because I made my own home studio during the COVID. So I have my little booth. And now I'm fluid with Ableton.
There you go.
So there you go.
There you go. All those plugins
it's
are
really
free.
Music 100%. There's a lot of teaching. There's too much teaching right now. Because I still have like the COVID pandemic. I don't sing like a schedule, the 30-40 hour of teaching schedule. But now I have concerts on the weekend. So it's a little intense.
Not to juggle.
It's a little too much. So I raise the fees. I raise the prices for the classes, but they don't quit. So I'm like, okay.
Keep raising them. Jack that shit up. Let's go.
Yeah, I think, but gradually, yeah. So that's good. So I don't have a lot of spots. Okay, if you want to sing classes with me, you better hurry. You better be nice. No, I love my students, and but yeah, I want to focus more on my song. I want to do a French album as well. So it's going to be a lot of stuff.
I think you should definitely do a French album because like that's why they're blocking you like here in the city.
Yeah.
Not only that, just for all like the music festivals all around Quebec in the summertime, like you'd be so lit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So and it's going to be like new disco funk in French. So I have like 3 songs right now. So I cannot release them. I was used to just like, I do a song, I released it last year, but now I'm like, okay, now I have to keep.
You have to like create a strategy.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to be more patient with that, but it's going to be fun. I still want to write like in English because on Spotify, it doesn't work that much in French. If you're not with a label, because it's only labels that can be placed in great French playlists.
Really?
Yeah.
Weird.
So it's really hard. So but in English it's I don't know.
The
Indie
market's, like,
artists
more
can make it too. So I think I'll still write in English for the streaming platforms and French for like radios and festivals and both.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but it's gonna be more happy than my first album. Less dark.
It's a journey.
Yeah.
It's the progression as you as a person. So
yeah, exactly.
going with your mood. What I wanted to ask you, actually, when you mentioned when you were trying to put you on medication and everything, I remember we had a conversation, like
crazy. Yeah, it's like a vision.
When we had a conversation in 2019, we were talking about being prescribed medication, and I remember our stance was I would never take anything to help me with depression or stuff like that. I would do it all natural. How do you think like that affects you as a person? Is it something that you still live by, or because I remember you mentioned something about it was your grandmother or
my mom, probably
your mom. Somebody was in the experiments. They did experiments. Sorry about that. We were talking.
Oh, Alice, my song Alice. Yeah. Well, no, it's not in my family.
Okay, so
no.
That we have to talk about.
It was her birthday this week. In fact, Alice Roby. Yeah, she was the first French Canadian international artist who was abused by psychiatric hospitals. They were hospitals at the time, but
we were doing the LSD trials or something here.
Yeah, and
MK Ultra, whatever.
Yeah, and I mean also electroshocks.
And
MK Ultra is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So I wrote a song about that on my album. Yes, my first album is really dark, but
there's an avenue for dark music though.
Yeah. I mean, I was more rock at that time.
The backstory. Let's hear the backstory on
of the Alice Roby. Yeah, you should Google it. And there's a book on her life too, and a movie Ma Vie en Cinémascope. I was not able to watch it because it's so too hard. But yeah, basically, she was the first French Canadian to sing worldwide in the 50s, and then she had a breakup. I think she was depressed, like any of us are during breakups, right? It's human emotions, and her dad took her away, like they just took her and sent her in a psychiatric hospital.
In a ward.
Britney Spears shit.
Yeah,
exactly. But that's what they did back then.
Exactly. So that's the same story, I think, as Britney Spears. Let's resume that like that. Yeah. So, and then after when I think she was promoting psychiatric, she was like promoting it until she died. Like, said, oh, that was great, electroshocks, that helped me so much, and that. But you could see she was like
the effects of electroshock.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see it. Yeah, she was not.
Just the post-traumatic stress from that alone would fuck you up. Like,
No, but I mean, you could see that she was brainwashed.
No, 100%.
Like 100%.
For sure. I mean,
So yeah, I wrote a song like if I would have been able to talk to her before she dies, like that's my song. Like, why didn't you scream when they? What are my lyrics again? Oh my god, I haven't seen that for. Why didn't you scream when they? Oh yeah, when they took you on the chair and split your head in two, stuff like that. Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh shit! It got really dark.
Yeah, I got really dark with the little angelic melody. You know, when there's a lot of strings.
It's so beautiful, but why do I want to cry?
Yeah, it's like so. Yeah, when they strapped you on that chair and split. That's when you strapped you on that chair and split your head in two. When they scream. Yeah.
That's the first time I had heard about that story.
Yeah.
Person. So when you brought that up, like it
would have made an awesome music video.
It totally vindicated my thoughts on taking these drugs that doctors are always prescribing to everybody.
Well, yeah, it's because they have a fucking quota. It's like the cops are giving out tickets each month. They have
it completely validated my opinion.
Wow, it's so rare that I can talk with people that actually have the same beliefs as me.
Yeah.
I usually have to shut up because it's not socially accepted.
No, I mean, listen,
fuck the social norms.
Pills, especially for depression, SSRIs, it's 100% a racket. It's drug dealing.
Yeah.
I know that in men, for example, like the number one thing that SSRIs do is they kill your testosterone. And for like a 30 to 40-year-old man, that's like if you want to be depressed, take away a man's testosterone. A man needs testosterone to function I'm not just talking about like testosterone. I'm talking about like basic human function. Like you need testosterone. And like the first thing that SSRIs do is they zap your testosterone completely. So to me, that shit is a fucking conspiracy. They just want to keep men as beta males in this society. That's just my opinion. We don't necessarily have to go down the rabbit hole because I'll start screaming. But
yeah, me too.
But I feel you though.
Look, I think when they're promoting a product that says in little writing at the bottom, it'll make you kill yourself. Yeah. It'll make you shit yourself. It'll make you do like 30 different things.
Those commercials are just fucking hilarious.
You know what I mean? Like,
you might not be sad. Side effects may include death. Like, all right.
So when there's like all these side effects, there's 30 different side effects. It baffles me that people still decide to pay money for these products that are going to, in the long run, kill them.
But when you're
fight your demons by yourself.
When the doctor says it, it's always.
I don't want to like get into the vaccine, but like, it's still same thing. Pharmaceuticals.
Like when I was suffering from insomnia. Okay, it's my mom that found the freaking vitamin that saved me. Yeah. Like literally saved me. Like it's a amino acid. That's the word, huh?
So it was like L-tryptophan, right?
Yeah, L-tryptophan. But like I took 1,000 milligrams. Yeah. So it's like you can buy it 200 milligrams. So you take 4 or 5, but for maybe a few days. Not all, like not for a while. But why the doctor didn't give me that? What? It's not their first option.
It's not profitable.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, their goal is supposed to help people, not to make money. That's anyways.
We live in that society that a lot of people think that the world is all flowers and roses and everybody's going to help you. No, it's a money-making business. And when you go to these doctors' offices, they're getting kickbacks by prescribing you this drug and that drug and that drug.
Yeah.
So that's why I will never put any of those drugs into my body. Only weed. Maybe cocaine if I'm a
But you'll do it. But you'll do an 8-ball off a stripper's ass in Cuba. Makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
Makes sense.
I had to lighten the mood a bit, you know, at the end. But it's important.
It's just a joke, kids.
It's important to like not rely on these substances. You know what I mean?
I agree.
You have to have that strength within you to mentally persevere and overcome all these obstacles that you face.
Yeah.
We're just too used to being in this society that here's a pill that'll make you happy, and here's this and here's that. So I think we got to stop listening to all these quack doctors that are making money off us.
And just start microdosing on shrooms.
Yeah, microdose on shrooms. I microdose. That's
You got any?
Today, no, I don't have any. But,
This fucking guy.
Good for fucking nothing.
So moving on. That's gonna be a nice clip right there.
Yeah, I prefer vitamins, but it's
Vitamins,
okay.
yeah, like
yeah.
vitamins, stay
Take
out
your
there.
omega-3 for your brain, huh?
That's it.
All the cells you just
Steve
burned.
cures everything with
your
olive oil. That's his go-to.
Let's go back down memory lane.
Okay.
Let's hear about Veronna as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How did we get into? You said music was always a part of you.
Yeah.
It was always a part of you, but was it something that I say this to everybody? They already know the question. Like,
It's his favorite question.
What is it?
but was it always something that you heard it from like a family member? Was it something that you heard on the radio? Was it something that you saw on TV for the first time? Was it Ginette Renault?
And that's just, I don't know. I would say Celine.
Celine Dion?
Yeah, of course.
At least, right? Like,
Yeah.
No, but I mean, she's a huge inspiration, I think, for singers. But yeah, I saw my first concert that I actually remember was the Baby Spice. Okay, these girls were like the Spice Girls of Quebec.
Baby Spice?
The Baby Spice, yeah.
What the hell is-
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
I gotta
yeah.
check this
So
out.
they were covering old songs from like the 60s, but in a pop Britney Spears way in French. Okay, so it was really like the Spice Girls. They had the same outfits, the same names, like I think, but
those
in
are like
French.
one black chick.
Exactly, one in blue.
Baby, une autre fois.
No. They were covering like really old school, like C'est une poupée. No. This is my mom.
Hanging on?
Yeah, it's so good.
it's okay, I love this.
I used to pop boners to the Spice Girls back in the day, 100%.
But I mean, it was
Little
huge.
tech.
For little girls, they were really popular.
Little.
It's
So-
the truth.
I didn't know it was little girls.
I'm the only one.
No, but I mean, for me, I was like 7 years old and I saw their concert and I saw them on stage singing and dancing. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I want to do. This is what I want to do. So I was like, when I had, I don't know, a babysitter at home, or not in front of my parents, I was a little shy, but my babysitters, yeah, they were singing all my concerts. I knew all the songs by heart, and I was singing in front of the TV because my grandma, she bought me like their show in cassette, and I had a little plastic microphone like that.
Nice. Oh, you were popping.
Oh yeah, I was a pop star at 7 and 8 years old. I was like, okay, knowing all the songs and the choreographies. And then my mom saw me. So that was a huge moment. For me, it was clear. But nobody knew about that except my babysitters. And then there's another moment. I was watching Miss Congeniality. How do you say that?
Miss Congeniality.
Congeniality. That's really hard for a French Canadian girl to say. Why not Miss Personality? It's Miss Personnalité in French.
no.
Oh, la 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 la. Anyways, but there was that scene. There's another girl. Her number. She was singing opera. La Reine de la Nuit, Mozart. Anyways, it's really freaking. It's a. But like one octave up. Anyways, so I had that range at the time. So I was just in the living room doing the exact notes, the exact rhythm on pitch. My mom was like, huh? Happening. Like, yeah, this is like, like that's a really hard opera. Song to sing. So she was like, okay, she needs to take like music classes like right now. Like, what's happening? So she found a classical piano teacher and I just like loved it and didn't stop.
You've been going at it ever since.
Yeah, ever since.
That's fire.
So we know the origin story.
Yes.
It's not your mom was a musician back in the day.
No,
she wants to push her kid, live
not at all.
vicariously through you. No,
that's my
No,
mom.
I'm gonna be that mom. Yeah, second generation are luckier. First generation, it's hard when you're the only one in your family.
So I got a question, Steve.
Oh.
Because you do the teaching thing as well, right? And because Talia is a singer as well, but she doesn't know her octaves. How important are the octaves? Like learning your octaves on piano. How does that translate into singing? I'm asking this question.
The octaves, you mean the notes?
For Talia, yeah.
Yeah, okay. I would say it is a big tool.
I love how she's looking at me right in the eyes right now.
Huh? Okay, I won't look at you. I will look at that money.
It's okay. No, you can look at me.
No, it's just because I answer that question so many times. Like students, they arrive. I just love to sing. I don't know anything about musical theory. I don't know anything. And okay, great. You don't need to know. That's what I answer my.
You need to feel.
Yeah, you need to feel. You need to be on pitch.
Yeah.
I'm really strict with that. Like, okay, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna bring my auto-tune machine to all of my concerts. Yeah, right, you're gonna do that. And when they're going to invite you at a radio station to perform live, will you have time to connect your little auto-tune machine? No, you
That's what I
won't.
was talking about last time.
So you better be on pitch, otherwise nobody's gonna come to see your concert. Because even if people don't know about pitch, they hear that you are not professional. Why? It's not the tone. They hear it's not the tone. The tone is great. They hear it's not the feeling, it's not the lyrics. You're off tune.
Yep.
I'm really strict about that. I think I'm the teacher. I correct other singing teachers.
Amazing.
I won't say who, but I mean, I'm really freaking strict. I'm really freaking strict about pitch. I'm like, you're flat there. No, don't post that. No. Like, I didn't hear it. Oh my God, you don't hear it on yourself? How can you hear it on your students? Anyways.
Bars.
I hope that answered my question, Tech.
I hope so too.
So about the notes, it's not that important. Pitch first, rhythm first, feel everything. But then, knowing your musical theory, I arrive in a band with guys. I'm the only girl, but if I know more, knowledge is your
Power. Talk
I
your
look
shit.
like a freaking genius in the room. And they treat me like a genius. But for me, it's like, do I know my alphabet? Do I know my notes? It's really basic for me. But because producers now, they do everything on the computer. They don't know a shit. DJs, they don't know.
100%.
Or like musicians also, they know a couple chords, but they don't even know. So when you know, they respect you. And especially when you're a girl, a woman, like you need that respect right away. So I think I would learn musical theory if I were you.
If she were me.
If she were you.
If she were me.
That's what I'm saying. Now, see what I'm doing here is trying to help you out.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
gratitude.
it's hard, but everything's faster after.
No, 100%.
I mean, when I look at producers, oh, it's my note, it's my do. It's just there on the keyboard, right? Stop looking for it. It's just, everything's faster. Yeah.
Truth.
So
I have a follow-up question actually, because and this doesn't involve you, don't worry. But since you teach like students, right? Obviously, like how? Okay, I've always wondered, right? And this goes back to shout out to my man Yesh in the building. We used to actually, as kids, sit on the phone and watch the American Idol auditions. This was like we look forward to that shit every year.
That's the
right?
most funny
Hilarious.
part. Yeah.
Hilarious, right? And to me, I've always
my
wondered
day, every day.
Exactly. But this is why I want to ask you this question, right?
My ears are bleeding.
To me, I don't understand. Like, how is it that somebody who just is a god awful singer, like, what do they hear when they're singing? Do they actually hear themselves being on key? Because like I've never understood, like, because there's some people who are just awful, right?
So my students that are really off key, so they are tone deaf.
Right.
That's what we call. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve.
Oh yeah, you're tone deaf.
100%.
We have other qualities. No, but
We have other qualities.
I mean, I guess I'm really bad at with visuals and everything. I cannot draw.
There you go.
Exactly.
Strengths and weaknesses, people.
Yeah. So I put them on the piano for a few months.
Does it help?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, explain though. What does the piano do?
The piano gives the visual, because when you sing, you don't see.
Yeah.
You don't see. Am I going up or down? Sometimes people, they don't even realize if they're singing higher or lower.
Wow.
Or if they're singing the same note. At that level, I mean, tone deaf.
Yeah.
Okay. So they need to understand music. They need to understand sounds. And piano is the perfect visual because on the left, it's low. On the right, it's high. And it's all in order. It's like really... And usually those people are really good with... they have jobs, I don't know, with numbers, with money, or they are really smart people. It's not because they're not smart. Yeah, because most of my students are adults. I don't teach a lot to kids. I have like 3 kids, but they're just so good. That's why.
Prodigies, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's why they're my students. But are really motivated. If they're not prodigies, they're just like so into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I put them on the piano, and now and gradually we're gonna try to sing what the right hand does or what the left hand. So we're singing the scales, and they play it. There's like, so their brain association with the visual,
Yeah, you're building
with
that
the sound that the piano is doing. And yeah, with time they sing on pitch. Yeah.
Okay, so last question, then I'll let Steve get to his juicy questions that I know he's dying to ask. Like, because to me, and listen, I could totally be wrong. Correct me if that's the case, right? But I always just felt like you either can sing or you can't. You either have a good voice or you don't. Am I wrong about that? Like, can you have a shitty voice and then go to a singing class and come out a good singer?
I know you asked that question to another.
I did, because I'm I'm trying to find out for Talia.
And
you know what I'm saying?
that's...
This guy's recycling questions. He's running out of questions.
Don't listen to
here.
him.
So, oh yeah, from Mr. Where'd you get your start in music? Don't start with me, Steve.
That's my question.
Okay.
I always ask
Would
that.
you I'm gonna answer you with a question.
Okay, go ahead.
An obese person.
Mm-hmm.
Could the obese person become a bikini model?
I feel like she did her research on me before this question. Yes, they can.
Exactly.
With time.
No, nowadays they can just like
Exactly. So
I feel like
it's the
a
same.
obese person could be a bikini model
There's plus
nowadays.
size
No, but I mean,
Yeah, you're right about that.
no, but the bikini with the no fat.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Like 3% body
they
fat.
could put the work in and get there, right?
Exactly.
Really?
But is it going to be hard? Yes. It's not going to be easy. It's going to will be way more easy for you to become a bikini model than the obese girl, for example. Okay?
I mean, I'm getting close.
No, but I mean, it's just so yeah, so that's the same thing. If you're like you don't have a nice voice, okay, are you on pitch? If the person doesn't have a nice tone, but she's on pitch or he's on pitch, it's gonna be super easy for me.
Really?
Yeah. Because tones, we're just like, we're stretching the register. We're opening up stuff like inside, like we can actually move cartilages and like be aware of what we're doing with the larynx, with the soft palate, with the tongue, with everything. So yeah, that's easy. If you're on pitch, it's going to be hard, but I mean, it's going to be way easier than a tone deaf with a bad voice, with a vocal injury.
Okay, so it's possible.
Okay, if you have a vocal injury, you have difficulty talking, maybe not. Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like if you have nods, I'm just not going to take you as a student. I'm going to say, go have an operation or something, remove these things on your vocal cords. But
Okay, so there's hope for you after all.
There's hope for you too.
I know. It's called autotune. She hates that one.
I hate.
It doesn't even matter. You could be like, you use auto tune and still sound like shit.
Yeah, but I don't.
If you don't understand pitch,
I do
as she was saying, you'll sound like it sound
I
like
got soul, girl.
robotic.
So,
But
something
so-
you can't pay for.
I saw a show last night, and the singer, she was good. I mean, I knew she didn't need autotune, but they clearly put it on her voice.
Yeah, it's the digital
And then
sound,
it's
though.
the same. Everybody has the same vibrato,
exactly.
same speed. I'm like, come on, the vibrato at the end of a note. That's what makes you.
That's what makes
you unique.
you're
Like,
right. You're right. You're not wrong.
but everybody sounds the same. Anyways,
I agree.
Yeah, that's the times that we're living in right now. So before we get going, because we're gonna have to start wrapping up this interview very quickly. What do you see for yourself in the future? Like, what are you reaching for? What are you striving for?
radio.
The radio. Okay, once you hit the radio, I'm saying, what's the big plan? Do you see yourself like a Celine Dion? Do you see yourself doing a Vegas
As a Veronna,
residency?
I'd say really my main focus is just a hit. It might be in French. So it's gonna be even a hit in Quebec. It's really nice. It opens you so many doors, and then but a hit in Canada, it's going to be even bigger, even much like great. So that's the radio, because the rest I've already done it with cover bands. I've already toured the world. I've already like sang in front of 30, 40K person, and like, so I'd like to do it again. So, but with my songs and like people singing the songs, because I was like hearing the crowd singing with me, but it was not my original song. Right. So I'd like to just relive that, but the crowd singing my songs. That would be
the dream.
That's the dream. Yeah, exactly. But I don't want to tour all the time. I really not. Like, it looks great touring when you haven't toured. It's like, it's not that great. You are freaking tired. So now that I know that I've suffered from insomnia, I don't want to live that again. So if I tour, it would be like 3 months, and then I'm off for 2 years. And then that's it. So, but I like to write music for movies and TV publicity. And this year, my goal is really to become even better on Ableton and as a music producer too. So I'm starting producing beats for other singers, and that's really nice. I really love it. Like, I love to sing, but I've done it so much that I think now my fun is to create the music. Yeah.
Well, there's probably going to be a point that you're like, I want to take a backseat from singing altogether.
Yeah.
And I just want to produce. I want to help this person grow into their full potential. And
yeah, exactly. Have my label.
Exactly.
Maybe.
That's the plan for everybody, right? That they want to open up a label, I think even Chad Ash, we were talking about that. That's the plan. So take advantage of that, hone your skills, keep pushing, keep getting better, and see where it takes you in the future.
Will do.
Before we go, you gotta pick up that gem, and you gotta drop a gem on them. This is a segment that we have in the show that somebody bestows some knowledge on the world for betterment, to get better at something in life, at a hustle, at music, at entrepreneurship. I don't know.
Give them some advice. Is essentially what he's trying to say.
You know what I mean?
But you kind of said it, but because I prepared it this morning, I was like, oh, what's gonna be my diamond advice? Because I watched your show before.
I like when the guests know what they're in for.
Yeah, but so it's really become a master at what you're doing, at what you do. Like, if what you're doing is writing, become the master. Like, just become the best in that field. Like, be very niche. Because when you are a master in your field, people are going to reach for you for like classes. Like, I mean, teaching, it's really rewarding. If I can eventually do master classes, like have a bunch of people in the room and I just teach about singing, it's going to be awesome. That's my other project. So just, become a master of what you do. And you're going to have so much more confidence. Because if you do everything and you're not really good at anything, it's going to be hard.
I like it.
It's a great plan to a master class. Once you create that, it's just passive income that keeps coming in. Yeah. It's already recorded.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking of a live one. I take people in the
definitely
in
a live one, but usually what you see too.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like they've done the live one. Maybe the first one was a live one, but it was recorded.
Yeah.
And then they pitch it to everybody.
I should do that.
Definitely. Yeah. Where can the people find your music?
Everywhere.
And tell us about what to expect.
Okay. So my name is Veronna, 2N, like Rihanna. That's my trick because she's on the Super Bowl this weekend.
Facts.
But yeah, so because if it's 1N, it's the Italian city, but 2 N's, it's me. I would say I don't know when I'm gonna drop new music, but I just released a song last month, so I mean it's still new. And follow me on my socials, so Veronna Music for Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. Everything's the same. YouTube as well. So, and VeronnaMusic.com for my concerts.
She's everywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Very easy to find.
Flexing.
Well, thank
Holding
you for
that diamond.
Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for stopping by the Hustle Podcast.
Thank you so much. It was really fun.
Thank you.
And
You are
thank
amazing.
You for dropping that gem. Thank you for being our 70th guest
Wow.
on the show.
Yes.
We just hit a nice number. Looking forward to 30 more and
Lucky
looking
7.
forward to 100 more after that.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, everybody, for watching another episode of the Hustle Podcast.
Stop.
The dancing.
That's-
Ooh.
We out.
Welcome, everybody. Y'all ready for this? The Hustle. My name is Steve Armopoulos, and these are